Imagine an old alarm clock, your faithful companion every morning, suddenly falling silent, its hands no longer moving. How would you feel? It's a clear sign that the battery has run out. Continuous use or letting the clock run for a long time without replacing the battery has drained it completely. I'll replace the old battery with a new one now. With a new battery in place, the clock is back to normal. Everything's running just fine now. But in a situation where no battery is available, what would you do? Would you just leave the clock silent or try to find another way to bring it back to life? Don't throw that battery away just yet. I'll show you how to bring it back to life. To begin, I'll measure the voltage of the battery to see if there's still any charge left. These batteries are designed for one-time use, so recharging them isn't possible. But by carefully boosting the voltage, we can sometimes bring them back to life, at least for a little while. I'll show you 3 different techniques to revive a weak battery by boosting its voltage. Here comes the first technique. Simple but surprisingly effective. You'll need a small container, something just big enough to fit the battery inside. To keep things simple and eco-friendly, I'll repurpose the bottom of a plastic bottle. Add a little salt into it. Then add some water. Stir well until the salt dissolves. Place a key and the dead battery into the salt water. Let's watch the reaction process. Wait for 15 minutes. This bubble formation is caused by the rust reacting and producing hydrogen. Don't leave it for too long, as salt water can corrode the battery casing. Wipe it clean with a tissue. Insert the battery into the clock and check if it works. Once the battery is inserted, the clock begins to tick again. The hands start moving, slowly at first, then steadily, a clear sign that the voltage boost worked. It's not a permanent fix, but it's enough to give the battery a bit more life. So that's one way to bring a battery back to life. Next, let's try a second method that's just as simple and might work even better. Now, let's test the second method using this remote control. I've tried pressing several buttons, but there's no response at all. That usually means the battery has run out of power. I carefully replaced it with a new one. Almost immediately, this remote control was also working perfectly, just like before. There will be cases where the first method doesn't work. So, for the second method, I'm going to use a phone charger to give the battery a quick voltage boost. The charger I'm using is just two wires, one red and one black. I prepared a 5-volt charger to give the battery a voltage boost. I'll carefully press them against the positive and negative terminals of the battery to give it a quick voltage boost. I'm going to connect the black wire to the negative terminal of the battery and use some tape to hold in place. Securing it like this will free up my hands and make the whole process much easier and safer to manage while I continue working. I'll keep tapping, little by little, while carefully feeling the battery with my hand. The key is to stop when the battery starts to feel slightly warm. That's a good sign that I've given it just enough energy without overheating it. I'll grab the multimeter and measure the battery again to see if there's any sign of life. If the voltage has gone up, even just a little, that means the battery has responded and the revival is working. It's a great result. It's like bringing something back from the dead. Looks like this little battery still has some life left in it after all. To my surprise, after the battery boost, the remote came back to life. Every button pressed now gives a response, just like before. We've tried 2 methods so far. Now, here's the final trick to try and revive a dead battery. This is a computer mouse. It looks like its battery is also dead. I will recharge it. Its battery is dead. In this final method, I'll tap or press the battery with some force to help restore its internal connection. Carefully use pliers to apply light pressure to the battery's casing. Be gentle. The goal is to reconnect any loose internal contacts, not to crush it. By gently squeezing the battery, You can sometimes re-establish internal connections that have weakened or shifted, allowing the battery to deliver power again. Once I put the battery into the mouse, the light came on and it started working right away. A good sign the method was effective. We've tested 3 simple ways to revive dead batteries. Using salt water, a phone charger, and light pressure with pliers. They won't work every time, but they can give your battery a bit more life. It's an easy, practical way to reuse what you already have. Give it a try before tossing those old batteries out.